with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Chance of a few showers today, partly to mostly cloudy, the high in the low 70s. A northeast wind 10 to 15. Clearing tonight, 55 for the low with light winds. Friday should be mostly sunny and pleasant, 73 to 79. And it'll be in the sunny 70s over the weekend, comfortable winds and humidity. Jonesboro, that's your KLEK 102.5 FM weather.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. US President Donald Trump's nominee for the Supreme Court and a woman accusing him of sexual assault are both testifying in a Senate hearing on Thursday. India's highest courts ruled adultery is no longer a crime in the country. The foreign ministers of Iran, Russia and Turkey say they've held another meeting to discuss the situation in the Idlib province of Syria. And Brussels has unveiled a square which is being named after the murdered British politician Joe Cox.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. Today is going to be a partial show. I was supposed to have Dr. Anthony Bland, who is the Democratic candidate for Lieutenant Governor of Arkansas, on, but I couldn't get him on the phone. Maybe there were some technical issues. I apologize for that. So for this first portion of the show, I'm just going to go through some of the general election dates to remember that was passed on by the county clerk, Mr. Kate Holliday. I wanted to say I hope that everyone is registered to vote. I know election day is coming up November 6th, which is on a Tuesday. And there are various locations that are being added. And now they have changed some of the options. You don't have to go to your polling place to vote. If you say live on the north side, south side, you can vote somewhere else. They're also adding locations like in Bono Lake City. But you can go to the Kate Holliday County Clerk Facebook page and you can find much more information. If anyone has any announcements they would like for me to share on air, community announcements, please give me a call at 870-277-1080, or you can drop me a message on my Facebook live stream, on the Facebook live stream. All right, so I want to talk about on November 6th, which is the general election, the polls open from 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Now, usually if you are in line, the way it has worked, if you are in line at 7:30, someone will come behind you and mark off that spot, and those will be the last people to get in to vote. Okay, so let's talk about voter applications. Earlier this week, it was National Voter Registration Day, and there were a lot of organizations that held voter registration drives. So if you didn't get a chance to get in on that, you can still register to vote. The last day for new registrants is October 9th, which is in about 2 weeks. So please get your registration in by October 9th. And then November 2nd is the last day to transfer counties. So if you are still, moving within Arkansas, but you moved from, say, St. Francis to Craighead or vice versa, you have until November 2nd to transfer your counties if you want to vote in the general election and vote for the individuals running in the county in which you live. Absentee ballot applications. This is something that I have started doing just because of the accessibility. It's easier for me than to get out and wait in line at the polls and things of that nature. So October 30th is the last day for the county clerk to receive absentee ballot application by mail, fax, or electronic mail. I will tell you it's very easy. They will send you an email link with a PDF form. If you have a program called Adobe Sign and Fill, you can do it on your computer, sign it and email it right back. or you can print it, fill it out, fax it in, drop it in an envelope. Whatever's easier for you. But the process is very, very simple. It's basically your name, address, some other contact information, what election you were voting in, and sign date. And then if you want someone to be kind of your representee, I'm not sure that's the right word, but you want someone to be, I guess, an authorized representative for you, in case you can't get out to drop it in the mail, or you want to just turn it directly into the county clerk's office. They just need an authorization, and that person needs to have an ID. Okay, November 5th is the last day for the county clerk to receive in-person absentee ballot applications from voter, designated bearer, designated bearer, or administrator. And that's by 5 p.m. on November 5th. That's the last day for the county clerk to receive in-person absentee ballot applications. Okay, of course, November 6th is election day. By 1:30 p.m. is the last day for county clerk to receive absentee ballot applications from authorized agents. All right, absentee ballots. October 22nd is the first day for absentee ballot pickup by designated bearers. October 30th, last day for county clerk to mail absentee ballots. November 5th, last day for voters to personally deliver absentee ballot. November 6th at 7:30 p.m., which is voting day, last day for county clerk to receive absentee ballots by mail. Last day for designated bearers, administrator, or authorized agents to return absentee ballots. All right, if you would like to vote early, you can go between October 22nd through November 5th at 315 West Washington in Jonesboro, or 207 Cobine, I don't know if it's Street, Avenue, in Lake City. Those that live in that area would know what that street is, or avenue, or road. All right, so if anyone has any questions, comments, if you would like to get a copy of this, please contact the radio station, or again, go to Cade Holiday, which is HOLLIDAY, County Clerk Facebook page, and you can find much more information there. There's quite a few happenings going on this weekend. I know there's a revival happening. It started yesterday, 2 days ago, at Bethesda. There's a revival going on. New St. John has revival coming up in October. If you would like more information about what's happening around Jonesboro, go to the KLEK FM website and click on events, or just scroll down through the front page of our website, and also on our Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram. We try to keep you updated on what's going on around Jonesboro so that you can mark your calendars and make plans to attend the various events and support the different organizations that are hosting these events. I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. I'm not going to try to name them all by name, and I want to thank all of the people who just make a personal donation, all of the community members, the volunteers, every single person in whatever capacity you have served KLEK. We really thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We could not do what we do without you, your generous support, your donations. We are here to serve you, the community. We are here to bring you information, education, and of course some entertainment along the way by way of the music that we play. I want to thank everyone that participated in the listener survey. It was quite a bit of work, but it was interesting to see the results, and we hope that we can start implementing some of the suggestions that the individuals left. We're here to serve you. We're here to bring you what you want and need. Just be patient with us. It takes time, and we have a limited volunteer staff, and I want to just shout out to the staff of KLEK, because each person volunteers and they put in their personal time and hard work and their energy to make this happen. So definitely want to give a shout out to our station manager, Ezekiel, wherever he is today. He puts in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this radio station, and so We want to thank Kim for having the vision and going forward with it. But again, thank you to everyone out there who listens on a daily basis, who supports us. Thank you for the feedback on our social media pages. We really appreciate all of that. You know, the good, bad, the ugly. We need all of that to help us grow and be better and offer better services. So I want to say good morning to Mr. Jeff Presley, Ms. Cora Evans, Hester. Mr. Jeff, is there anything going on around the city of Jonesboro? Any accidents? You know, it's raining out today. I hope that everyone is being safe on the road. Please take your time. Please put your phone down. That text can wait. That message can wait. We will have the chief of police here next Wednesday, and that's one thing that they try to reiterate is please put your cell phones down. Please do not be a distracted driver. I want to say good morning to Ms. Chelsea Chapman holding it down at the City of Jonesboro City Hall. Thank you. I love you too, ma'am. Chelsea puts in a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears as well. She's really trying to amp up the youth engagement within the city, so I really support all of her efforts, and I'm looking forward to more that she has to come. I would love to see the community as a whole, you know, really back all of the programs and initiatives that are going to be happening that try to get our youth more engaged in the community. It's time for them to learn what's going on around town, what's going on in our city government, how are things run, how do things work. So we need to start having these conversations with our children as early as you think they are able to understand, you know, what's going on. Introduce them to things that they might not get exposure to just through their school setting. It's up to us, you know, it takes a village to raise children. So let us all join together and be the village our children need so they can be successful and productive people, individuals, or adults as they get out of school. Encourage them to be their best selves and live their best lives possible. So again, you're tuned in to Community Conversations, and we're supposed to have Dr. Anthony Bland on, who is the Democratic candidate for Arkansas, for the Lieutenant Governor of Arkansas. If you would like to learn more about him, he has a Facebook page. He also has a website, so I'm not going to get into more of, this may be him on the phone. Just for a moment, please. Hello? Yes, sir. Dr. Bland? Okay, well, we only have about 8 minutes left, which you still... I'm going to put you on the mic, so hold on. All right, so I have Dr. Bland on the phone. Good morning, Dr. Bland.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, so our time is fairly limited right now, so if you could just give us a quick overview of who you are and, you know, what are the issues that you're running on concerning Lieutenant Governor?
Okay, yes. I'm a native of Arkansas, born in Fayetteville, raised in Little Rock. I'm a graduate of J. Fair High School. Also graduate of Arkansas Baptist College. Went on to get my master's and my doctoral degree from the University of Phoenix, and finishing my master's in theological studies from Regent University. I am a father of 8. I'm also a proud husband, and I'm all about serving the citizens of Arkansas. My major issues that I'm running on is education, healthcare, jobs, livable wages, and I'm in support of trying to make things better for our citizens, and determined not to have any hidden agendas that will support the upper class. I'm more concerned about the working class and the everyday citizen that don't have the opportunities that those who have that are more fortunate are able to obtain just because they were blessed to have those opportunities.
Okay. All right, I was looking at your website, and for those of you who would like more information, go to www.anthonybland.com, and at the top of your page, I clicked on my vision, and it says an individual that seeks peace does not contribute to chaos. So give us some more insight into what that means for you.
Well, I believe that if you're actually determined to make things better within society, you're not putting together agendas, or you're not putting together plans to make it more difficult for people to live, for people to make a honest living, for children to be able to go and get a decent education, or be competitive in the job market across our country and even across the world. You're actually trying to make things where everybody's able to survive and live a life that is prosperous and successful. And right now, there's a lot of corruption in our government, in our communities, our state and national government. And in order to stop all this corruption, we must put a new generation of leadership in our state government. And I believe that the citizens have the opportunity to do that this October 22nd when early voting begins, and then on November 6th when they go to the polls, and take people to the polls with them to let their government officials know that they do not have the power, but the citizens of Arkansas have the power to make a difference in our everyday lives.
I was having that conversation with someone. Of course, with Kelly Kay, we do not support or endorse any candidate. No compensation was given for this interview. We are just here to provide a platform for information to be shared. I always encourage people to be informed of who they're voting for. Don't just vote blindly. Get to know the people that are running for the various positions so that you know who aligns with your values, with your core values, and who you feel is going to best represent you on the local, state, and federal level.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'm looking at your website, and I'm reading some various talking points, and you mentioned, of course, about the living wages, and I think that is very important as an individual who has been on the, I guess you say, the lower end of the socioeconomic status for, quite some time. That's one issue that is important to me, and I'm sure many individuals, even those that are considered in the middle class, I've learned that class is slowly, or that status is slowly shrinking due to, the ebbs and flows of income levels. And so I would like to see some change or some reform in that myself.
Absolutely.
And then you mentioned it's time for a new generation of leadership with fresh ideas to meet the challenges of rapid change. A new generation of leadership will bring people together rather than create division and hate. So expound on that a little more, please.
Well, if we look at where the things are in society right now, it's almost like there's a constant implementation of division amongst the people of our local communities, our state and nation, and it's starting to create problems even in our youth and in various areas of our communities. And the implementation comes from our government officials. When we're not coming together, we're not unifying, we're forgetting about the first part of the Constitution. We're forgetting about the fact that, heck, in the country's name, it says the United States of America. But there is no unification. We're always trying to find individuality rather than unity. And until we decide to come together as a people, that's what it says, the preamble, we the people of the United States of America. None of that says anything about individuality. It's talking about coming together and to make a difference together. The old saying about raising children, it takes a village to raise a child. You cannot do this by yourself. And anybody that goes into an office feeling that they are able to make a difference without understanding the people that they are supposed to serve and be a voice for, they do not need to be in office. They need to realize the people should come first.
All right, well, thank you so much for that. As our time is winding down, we have about 2 minutes left. Can you talk about your vision? It says, my vision for Arkansas is a vision of government working together with people in our communities to solve problems and implement new strategies to create better opportunities for all Arkansans. I know you've touched on that some, but as our time is winding down, can you expound on that and give any final thoughts?
Yes, our local community leaders have been reaching out to the government, state government officials for many, many years now to try to make changes to our local communities, to go out to our schools, to go out into the neighborhoods, to actually make a difference, to show our youth and our future that there is a possibility to be something great. You have an opportunity to show that we can come together and do some great things in our communities and in our state. But rather than do that, we're too busy looking at the bottom line of financial reports or taxes or whatever it may be that is not being looked at for the benefit of the people, but looked at really how to keep the current administration financially safe. And some even are trying to make it look like they don't need the funds.
Okay, Dr. Blair.
I'm sorry, but yeah,
Okay,
there's
well,
a lot going on.
all right, I apologize to cut you off there.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
How can you help your spouse have an affair? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. In marriage, there are two people and two sides to every story. When it comes to affairs, both spouses can often point to things that led to the infidelity. The person having the affair cannot justify it. It's never a good thing. But there may be some things that push them in that direction. Here are some ways to push your spouse towards an affair. First, don't really listen. Be sure to glance down at your phone or laptop